All right, guys, we are back with Marketing Teardown. We are your hosts, Andrew and Travis, and today we're going to go through the positioning of a company called Liquid Death. And as a reminder, Liquid Death is an edgy water company that sells still and sparkling water from the Alps designed to murder your thirst. So without further ado, let's get into it. What do we got? What are we looking at here, Travis? What is this?
We got a thirst matrix here. It's your classic, typical run-of-the-mill thirst matrix that you're all very familiar with. So essentially what we're doing, we're just like seeing where they position themselves in brand. So you essentially have your corporate, your super cool, and then we all know which side of those are. And then you have extremely loyal customers and then only buy for convenience, right? So only buying for convenience is going to be your gas station water, the flimsy ones that you grab and you feel like you're the strongest person on earth. And then you have loyal customers, super cool, kind of in the area of like charity water. Also, like you could also throw in like only buy for convenience and kind of cool, where you would have like, here's my ethos water. It's like, did you buy because you want to donate, or did you buy because you were thirsty and that was the only available option that was at Starbucks? Design kind of fits right in the middle, whereas like Liquid Death kind of has a little bit of like wiggle room, right? So you could buy it for convenience at a gas station because it's super cool, or you could buy it because you're actually like really loyal to the brand. You love that they put out death metal records with hate comments and hate reviews. You've got the sweatpants, you've got it all, and you just align to their brand. What do you think, Andrew? What's your position on them?
Yeah, so this is interesting because I think we're at a turning point in the brand, basically. It's undeniable. Liquid Death has nailed the super cool aspect of building a brand. They're fucking awesome. Like, everything they've built about the brand is cool, undoubtedly. I don't think anybody can really dispute that. You know, and all the haters they get haters for a reason. They get haters because they're cool. And, you know, anything that's cool, you're going to have haters. That's just the way it is. But the critical turning point here is, you know, are they really building loyal customers? Like, are they going to move up to this corner? You know, anytime we see a thirst matrix, you know, it's classic. You want to be in the top right. I mean, if you're going to be thirsty, you want to be in the top right quadrant. That's just classic thirst matrix. But, you know, there is this danger of, you know, falling down into this bottom right situation where they're only purchased for convenience, or, and I would make this distinction for them in particular, only purchased as a novelty, right? Where people are like, oh, this is a hilarious brand. This is super cool. I'm going to buy it once, tell all my friends about it. You know, my friends are going to come over to my house. Oh, haha, look at this. I've got Liquid Death water, but it's expensive and it costs a lot to ship to your house. So then you maybe don't buy it again. You know, it's only like a one-time sort of novelty thing. And that's the dangerous situation they're in right now, is how can they get those loyal customers? How can they build something more than just buying once because it's cool and funny, or because, you know, because they're thirsty and you need water. Like, that's how a lot of water is sold, right? That's Nestle for sure, where you're just out, maybe you're out, you just went on a hike, you're coming back, and you just walked off the trail and there's a gas station and you're like, wow, I'm really thirsty. I'm going to buy some water. You know, maybe you went to a baseball game and you're thirsty. Maybe you're at Disneyland and you're going to pay like $20 for water because you're thirsty and they charge crazy prices. Like, you pay that money because you're thirsty, not because you actually are a loyal customer or it's cool water, right? So that's the danger. And that's what I think is interesting about where they're at right now.
I would say one strategy they could kind of look towards is influencer marketing that Topo Chico did, because Topo Chico is just to the left of where Liquid Death is right now.
We should have them on this matrix. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add them in, actually.
They did a really good job at convincing people that they need to drink that over and over again. One thing, people that one kind of nice little niche market that they fell into is people that do fasting. So Dr. Peter Diamandis, he's always plugging Topo Chico because that's literally the only thing that he consumes when he's doing a water fast, is this Topo Chico mineral water. So if they could figure out a way to get into there, they would have recurring customers rather than just like these people that are loyal customers, but they only purchase it once. They're more loyal to the brand than to the actual product itself, which is the real danger there.
Oh yeah. And you know what's interesting is because water's a commodity. Obviously we all need water to live. You can't not drink water. Life doesn't work like that. That's literally how we are surviving. But it's not a given that you're only going to buy it for convenience. It's very much the brand and the company you're building. So like the charity waters and the Topo Chicos of the world are are there. They're cool and they have loyal customers. I mean, it's Grand Charity Water is a little different because it's charity water, right? It's for charity, which is obviously, you know, different than just selling liquid death to murder your thirst. But the fact that you have this, the fact that you have water, which we all need to survive, and it's kind of a commodity, and you've made it cool and you have loyal customers, that's out there in the world and it's possible. This is not the first time a brand has done this with water. And Liquid Death can do it. I believe in them. I think it's very much possible for this brand. If a brand can do it, it's them. We believe in you guys. Cool. All right. Well, that seems like a pretty good breakdown of the thirst matrix. I mean, really, as far as positioning, I think this is everything. And you know, as we digging into this, there's a few things that we think could potentially use some work and a few other opportunities. We don't have to go into these in too much detail. If you want to pause the video, you can take a look at these. Overall, though, we give them about a 9 as far as positioning goes. I think that last point, that last 1 or 2 or 3 or a few points from getting up from a 9 is basically saying, can you get into that area where you have loyal customers? And that is everything. Cool. So that is our teardown on positioning for Liquid Death. That is the teardown. A few pluggables. If you want to find me, I run a company called Optimotive. We're at optimotive.co. We help companies launch and scale new brands, new products, and enter into new markets. Hit me up, tweet at me, find me on MySpace, find me on Friendster. I'm there. Just let me know.
I'm Travis. I run product over at Cinebody. Cinebody allows anyone on earth to create, collaborate, direct video through the cloud. So video production, we work with some of the largest brands on the planet and the galaxy. Check us out at cinebody.com.
Bada boom. Nice. All right.